Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and thank you once again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, if you want to see something on our show or you have a bright idea that you want to see us implement on the show, drop them in those comments below or hit us on any one of our social media outlets. But without further ado, this is the NFL Draft Preview. I hope y'all ready. It's about that time. We are hours, literally one night of sleeping, and the NFL draft is here. And we're gonna give it to you straight. But first, let me introduce you to my co-hosts. I'm gonna introduce you one at a time. First, he goes by the name of Mr. Patrick Nagle, and here he is. How you doing, sir?
Woo! Happy draft eve. This is it, baby.
Yes.
Last night I did my annual tradition and watched the movie Draft Day. So I am ready to go. I got my GM hat on. I cannot wait. We're 22 hours away from the first pick being in. And let's get it. I'm excited to talk football.
It's something else. And we have our next co-host, and he needs no introduction, but he goes by the name of Mr. Stephen Rubain. How you doing, sir?
Excited. I'm in the laboratory doing my studies, getting my picks ready, get all my things set up. I'm ready to go out there and just have 3 days of glory, 3 days of happiness.
Oh my goodness. Didn't it seem like Christmas just ended? I mean, it seemed like the football season just was over like a month ago, and it's been longer than that.
Well, I don't know about you, but this is Christmas for me. So, I'm going to see what teams get their shiny new toys. So let's go.
Oh yeah, let's go. So Patrick, how you been? How's the weather out there?
It's good. A little gloomy, a little overcast here in the Pacific Northwest today, but we get a little rain. But other than that, it's perfect hitting season. Let's go.
Okay. And then Steven, what's up with you in the laboratory? How's your weather out there?
The laboratory, hey, we're doing good out here. The laboratory is doing well. Like I said, we're all set up. I've been doing my homework, so I'm ready just to do this. Let's talk and let's go.
All right. Well, we know what you guys are ready for. Let's do it.
Yes.
Hey, and we're gonna do this in order, in the draft order. Starting first, you guys know those Raiders. When we go to those games, you know how those Raider fans be, and they get pick number 1. Patrick, you do the honors. Who do you think they're going to take with pick number 1?
Well, this is the biggest no-brainers of draft, right? They need a whole rebuild. They've invested a lot of money in their free agency to shore up a lot of places. But with the first pick, they're taking Fernando Mendoza, quarterback out of Indiana.
Ooh-wee. And
no doubt.
Now I know you guys are going to get on my case. You're going to get on my case. But first, Steve, do you agree with the Raiders going with Mendoza?
Yeah, the Raiders are a horrible team. And so when you're a horrible team, you got to look at things through 3 years. Let's call it what it is. They're a horrible team. There's no worse than first in the NFL. They're not going to do nothing this year. So they need to go out and get the best quarterback available, which is, of course, Mendoza.
Now, I'm just going to throw this out here, and I've been hinting at it for a little bit. The Raiders picked up Kirk Cousins. Now, the Raiders, they do need a quarterback, but Kirk Cousins is a reliable QB. You don't think it could be a mix-up and they get not a mix-up, but get a number 1 wide receiver?
No. Fernando Mendoza took exactly one visit. His only visit was to the Raiders. I think they would have signaled something different. I think he's too good to pass up. I think they signed Kirk Cousins that way they don't have to rush Fernando onto the field. This is all about the draft, not about like who's going to start. I don't think Fernando starts the first couple of weeks. I think he learns from Kirk, see how the season goes. I think Steve's dead on. They're not making the playoffs this year. I think they bring slowly, don't him to the Wolves right away, and get him ready to play. Kirk and Fernando have a lot of similar traits in terms of personality. I think he's going to be a great mentor for Fernando.
I feel sorry for the guy. If that does happen, he gets thrown to the wolves. Bryce got thrown to the wolves. So for me, I thought how do you feel about the Raiders wide receiver core?
Well, they've improved
You
some.
keep bringing this up.
Go ahead, Steve.
Wide receivers don't get picked up for the first pick of the draft.
So
story. Let's go to number 2.
Yeah.
I mean, we're wasting time. Number 1 is for Mendoza.
You sure?
Why have you continued talking about
100%?
It's been 30 years since a wide receiver been picked first.
So a wide receiver has been picked first.
The last overall number 1 wide receiver was?
Who was it?
Throw me the damn ball. Keyshawn Johnson.
Okay.
Keyshawn Johnson in the 90s, I told you. And you saw how that turned out.
Not
True.
so good.
But that was Keyshawn Johnson. All right. Steve has spoken. He got some ants in his pants. Let's move on to the to the Jets at second pick.
Oh my goodness! Thank you. The Jets are another horrible organization, another bad team. So you're looking at a 3-year plan. So there's no quarterback to draft. So then you go to the next best thing, which is a linebacker that could be a dominant force. They're drafting Arvell Reese at Ohio State at number 2.
Wow. Okay.
It's that simple. Yeah. You either build the offense or you build the defense. And they're going to go defense first.
Let me see. The chart I was looking at, it looked like they were going to get an edge from Texas Tech.
Well, I think that's what a lot of people are saying, but I agree with Steve. I think they take Arvell Reese. David Bailey is the edge out of Texas Tech you're talking about. They canceled his one-on-one meeting. They did not bring him in to New York. Ooh. I think that's because they've already decided that Arvell Reese is their guy. Arvell Reese has a lot more flexibility and can be moved around a lot more in the formation, where David Bailey is pretty much just strictly an edge rusher.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's get to this pick number 3. And pick number 3 will be the Arizona Cardinals. Now.
So for me, this is where the draft really starts, right?
Right.
Because I think it's pretty much a foregone conclusion, 1 and 2. If we were going to sit here tomorrow night, I don't think Arizona's making the selection. I think they trade back. I don't think they take a player here. I think there's a lot of interest in the running back Love, and I think a lot of people would want to trade up into the 3rd spot to get a chance at him and get ahead of Tennessee to take him. But for the sake of this argument, since we're not doing trades tonight, I would say that this is where David Bailey goes to Arizona to solidify their defense and maybe give them some much needed pass rush on the other side.
Wow. Okay. All right. Steve, how you feel about that? You going consistent, same?
Again, as you was mentioned, that we're not doing trades, but I would agree with him that we would go with Jeremiah Love. Makes the most sense, but they are going to take Bailey. That's my prediction. Yeah. But Love makes the most sense.
Okay. And then, so moving on to Texas at number 4.
I think you need the Titans.
Oh, Titans at 4.
Wow, Texans, Titans. Okay. You know what? My list is trash. You guys, because on my list it's saying that was it Francis from Miami, outside tackle?
Yeah, I think that's pretty high for him, and that's why I think that's why you'll see Arizona probably trade back out of there. I think Arizona wants to pick up more picks. I mean, they have a new head coach. I think they have a lot of holes to fill. Kind of
A lot of holes to
a
fill
team
over
that's
here.
perpetually picking in the top 5. I think you're going to see them trade back and try and build their team a lot bigger. So, but the 4th pick is the Tennessee Titans. Go ahead, Steve. Who you got?
Oh, it's going to be Jeremiah Love. If Love doesn't go up to 3 with the Cardinals, he'll definitely go 4 with the Titans. I'm hoping the Commanders can trade up to get him, but it's not looking good. So he's going to go to the Titans.
No, I'm going to disagree here.
By the way.
I'm going to disagree here.
Okay.
I think Tennessee drafts Sonny Styles, the linebacker from Ohio State. I think they have Pollard, they have Tajay Spears, they have 2 decent running backs. Not that Love wouldn't be an upgrade, but I think Sonny Styles is more of a need for that team, and I think drafting a running back isn't going to dramatically change who they are. So I think they're gonna go for the green dot linebacker. Jack, a Swiss Army knife, can play all over the field. I think Tennessee takes Sonny Styles.
Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear this one.
I'd be very happy with that, because if that happens, Love can fall down to number 7 to the Commanders. So I hope you're right. I really do hope you're right, because Love is the best player in the draft, talent-wise.
I agree.
So he's the best chance to be a superstar. So
he's just unfortunately a player that a lot of teams don't, put a lot at a position they don't put a lot of stock in right now.
Yeah, well, true, but they need to, because he's the real deal.
I don't disagree.
What's going to be the good thing and is watching who they take. I love when things get shaken up and it's something completely different. Even the fans that be in the stands got the looks on their face like, what are they doing? That's the beautiful thing about the NFL draft. And
it is.
And Steve, I'm gonna want a full apology if the Raiders do something out of pocket. I want a full apology.
Oh yeah, you'll get it. Look, you'll get it, but I'm just telling.
You see Patrick's face?
You have a better chance of pigs flying, baby. Come on.
It was well spoken. They only saw one person. They saw the quarterback.
They didn't waste anyone's time. I mean,
look who's running the Raiders now.
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Tom Brady now has stakes in the Raiders. They're not going to make a dumb move.
That is true.
He's going to go with the safe shape.
They got Tom over there.
This isn't your parents. Yeah, this isn't your parents' Raiders. This isn't.
Well, our parents' Raiders was pretty good.
You're going to go with the safe pick. Now, speaking of the safe pick, now you mentioned the Giants at number 5.
Yes.
They're going to go with the safe pick and take Francis Marigoa out of Miami, offensive lineman. You got your quarterback. You got your running back. Now you got to go lineman.
The guy to protect them.
Got to protect them.
I'm gonna disagree here. I'm gonna say that the Giants, with now that they have 2 top 10 picks, 5 and 10, and that they're licking their chops because Jeremiah Love did fall to them at 5, that they take Jeremiah Love, and then they have Thunder and Lightning with Cam Scatterboo and Jeremiah Love, and they can come back and shore up another need at the 10th pick and just 5 more picks down the board. So they're going to take the best player available at 5. They're going to take Jeremiah Love. They're going to partner him with Scatterboo, and they're going to have a great 1-2 punch in the backfield so they can dominate the NFC East for the foreseeable future.
What injury did Scatterboo have last year?
He had a broken tibia.
Yeah, so that might be a safe pick too.
Well, Cam's going to come back. It's not it'll be a pretty good. He's going to heal. I just feel like the Giants have an opportunity to double down, and they can get a lineman. Francis is a great player. He is a safe pick, but I think they can get a lineman at 10, and they can get the future superstar at 5 and make all their fans forget about letting Saquon walk to the Eagles.
Yeah, Steve said Jeremiah's the best player in the draft. I can't see him falling down.
No, I mean,
so the best player will fall down to 7?
So he fell to 5 for me.
That's my hope. I mean, but that's what he's saying. He wants 5 for the Giants. I think the Giants got to go lineman just because if you believe in Scatterboo and you believe in Jackson Dart, you want to protect him. Get the best lineman on the board.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I mean, another one of 5 picks and add a superstar. I don't know.
Jeremiah Love is. Listen, that's a winning pick. I wouldn't be mad with the Giants if they went with him.
Okay. Well, hey, we're gonna leave it for you guys. Drop them in the comments and let us know if we right or wrong. But we're moving to pick 6. Them Browns. Oh yeah.
Them Browns need help all across the board. But more than anything, if they're gonna roll with the Shedeur Sanders, or if they're gonna roll with Deshaun Watson, or they're gonna roll with Gabriel Dillon, or some other quarterback they draft later in this draft, they need someone to throw the football to. So they're gonna take Carnell Tate, the wide receiver out of Ohio State.
Wow. Because, like I said, I'm out of it because Celeb Downs, Ohio State safety, is what they got on my list.
Caleb Downs is a great player. I think he's a really exciting safety. I think the concern for him is injury history, and I think Cleveland, more than anything, they had a pretty decent defense, and obviously having Myles Garrett helps your defense dramatically, but Jerry Jeudy doesn't strike fear in the heart of anyone. And if you're going to be taken serious, you're going to need to start adding some weapons on the outside.
We've said that 100 times here on this show. You got your QB. You need to put the race cars around them to make them look good, because that's your number one. And you want to get mad at any quarterback? Hey, well, I understand. Carolina Panther, they got mad at Bryce Young, and he had Adam Thielen and the guy that went to like 5 different teams, and now I don't think he even plays in the NFL anymore. What was his name?
Are you talking? Oh my gosh, what is his name? I think
we got him from Jacksonville, and
we did. I can see him.
And he was a great wide receiver. He just has some issues.
Yeah, he never can stay healthy. He just retired. It'll come to me. Keep it moving. All right, Steve, who you got the Browns taking at 6?
Oh no, I mean, I myself thought he'd go offensive lineman 2 and take either one of the 2 offensive linemen. Like you said, they already got their quarterback. You got to protect them. So I was taking Monroe Freeland, but wide receiver, if you're going to go up, why not trade down to get Carnell Tate? You could probably get him at 10 or 11. Maybe you get 2 draft picks.
Okay.
That might be a possibility. If they want to go wide receiver, I would trade down and get him at 10 or 11.
I don't know if it makes it 10 or 11, but I think the Saints are in the wide receiver business. I think Kansas City's in the wide receiver business. The Giants might be in the wide receiver business, so I'm not sure he falls that far, but it definitely is. I wouldn't be mad at that philosophy of taking a lineman there. They do got to get some protection for whoever they're going to roll out their quarterback.
Okay, now moving on. Pick number 7, Washington. Steve, we don't think Jeremiah Love's going to make it to you, so if Jeremiah doesn't make it to 7, which
there's no way he's making it to 7. So,
I guess we lost you there, Steve.
Lost me for that, but I'm back just in time for the number 7 pick, the Washington Commanders. You weren't going to lose me for this one. Now, we got 3 ways to go.
Uh-oh.
Now, you had Sonny Styles going at number 3.
I do.
If for whatever reasons they don't take him at number 3, I think that's our first choice. That's going to be the first choice if he doesn't go at 3.
All right.
If he does go, then I think we're going to go defense. And my prediction is we need help at the corner.
Wait a minute.
The best cornerback on the draft is Mansour Delane. And I think that would be the way to go if we don't get Sonny Styles.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say this.
I'm looking at Styles, linebacker, or Delane at corner.
First of all, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing with you because you said that Jeremiah is the best player in the draft. And just the thought of him even falling to number 7, It's anything can happen, but the best player in the draft falling to 7, like Patrick said, yeah, man. But
that's what I'm saying. I mean,
there's no other
it's happened
nice running
before.
back in this draft.
No.
No.
Wow. Not this high up.
Well, you guys need to trade some draft picks and trade up because, sir, that's what your team needs.
I don't think Washington has the draft capital to trade up. I think they're gonna trade back if anything. I think in 7, I think Steve's dead on. I think they're gonna go defense. I think they're gonna take the best defensive player on the board, and on my board with the way that I'm running this draft tonight, I think Caleb Downs is the best defender available for them. I think he slides in nicely in the safety position and gives them a third level, a solid defender. So I think the Commanders walk away with one of the best defensive players in the draft with Caleb Downs.
Oh, Steve. You're not arguing with that, though, Elisa.
I wouldn't cry with Downs. I think Downs is going to go further down. I don't see him going that high. A safety at number 7, that's just too high for me for a safety position. I'd rather get the corner. Yeah. But I'm not going to cry either way. Either one of the 3 picks.
A little off base. Washington desperately needs a running back. So, hey, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Hey, I understand get the best player off the board, but your team, everything points to running back on Washington.
They picked up Rashad White in the offseason from Tampa. They think if they put him along with that the guy the rookie had last year as a 1-2, it'll be okay.
There it is. Okay. Moving on.
I mean that's what they're thinking. I mean, that's the thought process.
To pick number 8. New Orleans Saints at pick 8. We'll draft. Let me try a cornerback.
Well, no.
What are you talking about?
I think New Orleans, there's really, in my opinion, 2 ways they can go here. They could go receiver. They seem to be pretty dead set with Tyler Strock as their quarterback, Chris Olave on one receiver. They traded away Shaheed last year. I could see them going receiver, but at the end of the day, Cam Jordan, the ageless wonder, he cannot play at that level forever, and I think they're going to have to replace him. So I think they take Ruben Bain Jr. out of Miami.
Steve, is any relation?
Well, none, but I agree 100%. That's my pick as well, Ruben Bain.
Hey, well, I'm going with you since my list sucks. All right, moving right along to pick number 9. Woo!
Now,
who's Patrick Mahomes and company going to get?
This is a no-brainer for the Chiefs. You got to draft offensive linemen. I mean, you got your running back now. We already know who the quarterback is. They got a ton of talent at wide receiver. Got to get a lineman. So if these 2 linemen fall down, either Freeland or Maragoa, you'll take those 2.
Okay.
If they don't fall down, you're going to go with Caden Proctor.
Okay. Kalen Proctor with Alabama. Outside tackle.
Correct.
Or Monroe Fielding, Georgia. Outside tackle, either one of those.
Little early for him.
Either one of those. Got to go offensive line.
A little early for him. I agree with Steve, though, on the mentality. The way my board shook out, I have them taking Francis Mauigoa here. But still a tackle. You got to protect the franchise. You can't have Mahomes running for his life like he was last year. So he's got to be able to sit in the pocket and make the magic that he can make. So I agree with Steve. They're going to take the best probably offensive tackle on the board at that point. Whoever is left, that's who they're going to draft.
And I totally agree because that didn't look like in Patrick Mahomes' bag of tricks for him to be running back and forth the way. Even though he's great no matter what, it was too much magic he had to try to make happen last season.
Well,
Got to shore that up.
He needs more than a second to throw the football. Maybe give him at least 2. I mean, let's go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, with their second pick at number 10, the New York Giants.
Well, I had them kind of shocking the world there and taking Jeremiah Love. And now I say they double down on offense and get Malik Neighbors a running partner at wide receiver, and they take Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State to really bolster that offense and get the Harbaugh era started out right, to be an explosive offense and be able to really put some points on the board once again, so they can dominate the NFC East for the foreseeable future.
Question now. Who do you think is the best person in the draft? We know who Steve thinks. Who do you think is the best person in the draft?
Best player in the draft?
Yes.
The best player in the draft is Jeremiah Love, by far.
So why do you guys think that he will fall down so far?
Because running backs are undervalued. Quarterback always goes to the top of the list.
That say no more. We talked about, we had a whole show about the devaluing of running backs. Understandable.
Yep.
Understandable. And it seemed like every team is on that too. Like, yeah, don't really care about the running back the way we used to. Moving on to pick number 11.
We skipped Steve on 10.
Oh, did Steve hang up again? Steve.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, I'm here.
You was a little quiet over there. Before we move on to pick 11,
no,
did you have anything?
I'm listening, and I told you I'm in the lab. I'm stirring things up. I'm getting some lab work getting done, doing some experiments. And so for my Miami Dolphins, new quarterback, they lost it. Didn't lose both their wide receivers. Didn't we don't know where they traded away the Penguin, the Duck.
Well, Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You called him a penguin?
And they lost. Right? And so they need a wide receiver. So I was going to go with Cardinal Tate, but you already got Cardinal Tate off the board.
Nah, you still look.
It's your board. Yeah.
You say who you want to say. You know, I killed my board, but you guys' boards, you guys are pretty on with each other. I'm gonna leave my board alone. I don't like the way I'm being talked to about my board.
Yeah,
and mind you,
they may need to trade up. If you're thinking Cardinal Tate's gonna go higher, they may try to trade up to get him. That could be the first trade because they need a wide receiver.
They do. I'm gonna say, I'm thinking they're gonna go defense. They need corners. Monsieur Delane is not drafted yet on my board. I think that's who they look at. If he's gone, I think they look at Hood. I think they're going to take a corner. Miami's not going to be a good football team this year. They have $0. They have a cap hit for Tua of almost $100 million. They're riding it out this year. They just need to stack some players and see what they can do.
Yeah. Time to put some people in the wallet for later on.
Yep. That brings us to 12. America's team, the Cowboys.
I'm gonna give you that one. I'll give you the Cowboys. You can pick that. Make that pick.
All right, Steve.
Go ahead, lay it on me.
At number 12, Dallas Cowboys. Where they going? Where would the Dallas Cowboys go? Let's see. Wide receiver? They having problems over there?
No, they're good there.
I hope they trade down.
I think they trade up, if you're asking me. They have 12 and they have 2 picks in the first round. I think they move up. I think they really want Sonny Styles badly. But for the sake of this, I think they're going to draft the safety Dylan Thieneman out of Oregon.
Wow. Aren't they still having problems with their wide receiver over there? They're not sure.
He's going to play on the franchise tag, $27 million.
Okay.
Pickens. That's what Jerry said today.
Yeah.
Who you got for the Cowboys, Steve?
I hate the Cowboys, so I hope they explode. But if I have to make a pick, I'm just keeping it real. I hope they make a horrible pick again. So I say they go offensive lineman, Spencer Fano. But they need to pass protect. You got all those weapons.
Do you guys agree this is Dak's put up or shut up year also? Either he produces this year.
Dax will be in their ear.
I think Zach's.
You tell them you need. Yeah.
I think Dak's put up or shut up year already happened. I think the Cowboys are married to him. I think he's given them all he has. I don't think there's any upside to Dak. I think he is who he is. And if they're not going to surround him with better running backs or better play calling or better defense, I don't see that Dak will ever be anything more than what he is now. And that's not an insult. I think we know who he is. I don't think he's going to go out and surprise us that he's going to suddenly play 10 times better. I think, exactly. An established veteran like him, we're talking minuscule increments of better, but the team needs to be better around him. And, he can't throw the ball 50 times a game. That's not their recipe for success.
Well, and we're going to leave you alone, Steve. We know you don't like Dallas, so we're going to move on. And we can't wait till the draft tomorrow to find out what actually is going to go down. But we're going to be pretty close to, if not perfect, spot on what we're picking right now. We're going to move to pick 13, Los Angeles Rams.
So I got the Rams.
Los Angeles Rams at number 13?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, then the Los Angeles Rams, they need to get, I'm going to say defense. Their offense is pretty loaded. So they're going to look defense. I'm going to have them take the best defensive player. I didn't take Caleb Banks yet, so I'm going to take Caleb Banks. If he doesn't, I'm going to take him defensive tackle to the Rams.
Okay.
They feel pretty good on offense.
I'm going to go a different direction. I'm going to stick on the offensive side of the ball. I think the Rams, we're seeing the sun setting of the career of Stafford. I think you're going to see them add to. Well, he's not getting any younger. I mean, I think we're going to see them add to the offense. I think they need to develop a receiver behind Devontae, and I think they're going to take receiver out of USC, Mekhi Lemon.
Okay.
Ooh,
okay.
That's pretty high up for him.
Yeah.
That's definitely a reach.
Hey, you guys are judging your picks off of what normally happens and the positions they normally go after. Because for me, with the Rams, I would say they will go after a corner because their corners didn't all that great last season.
They traded for 2. So they got Trent McDuffie and they signed the other guy from Kansas City as well. They don't need a corner. I mean, they just need depth. I think, to me personally, I think you have to push all the chips in right now behind Stafford. I mean, how many more years is Stafford going to play? I mean, 1, 2, 3, maybe. I think their Super Bowl window was open, and I think it's all about adding depth and getting them further in.
I give him 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I give him 2 years. We're on the same page with that. 2 years. 2 years.
14.
Okay.
Moving on. Pick number 14. The Baltimore Ravens.
I'll go first. Ravens love
interesting.
Ravens love their big offensive tackles, and I think they're going to take Spencer Fano out of Utah to give some protection to Lamar. I think he's going to help with the run game. He's big, he's strong, he's physical, he's very athletic for a 311-pound guy.
Right.
I think Spencer Fano goes to the Ravens. He just looks like a Raven to me.
Okay. And Steve, how do you agree? Or you got somebody else going to the Ravens?
I'm taking Ravens always do defense. I think they're going to continue to do defense. I'm taking the guy from Miami, Akeem Missador. Edge rusher, put pressure on the quarterback.
Okay.
Ravens offensive line was pretty solid last year. I could see them going lineman, but offensive line, but I like the edge. I think their defensive mind. Their defense was not Raven like last year,
Yeah, what
and I think that's what
they weren't in sync at all last year. They were completely upside down, and their guy Lamar, what we haven't seen ever. He showed up to OTAs, and he's normally absent from the building, so he has a new head on. So it seems we'll have to wait till the season starts to really see where that's going. Moving on.
And keep in mind who their new coach is too. The new coach is defensive minded.
True. Okay. Moving on to pick 15. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Patrick, where are we going with it?
Well, I can never say this guy's name, but Tampa Bay is going to go on to the inside lineman. They need to protect Baker. They're going to go with Ione, the offensive guard out of Penn State.
Okay, all right. What do you feel they're going, Steve?
I think the same. I think that's a good pick for them.
Me, Tampa Bay.
Good solid pick.
In my division, whoever they pick, I hope it's a dud. I don't want them getting any better.
And you say I'm the only hater.
Well. I'm just saying, I don't wish any harm on anybody. Just they pick up somebody they got to work with for about 3 years to give her he get right. Moving on to pick number 16. The Jets got this is their second pick. Pick 16.
Yes. Now this is when they get good. This is when it gets good.
Hey, and the Jets need everything.
Second pick, they need everything. Just like I mentioned for the Raiders, when you need everything, you got to go with a quarterback in the first round. So the New York Jets are going to take Ty Simpson, quarterback from Alabama, with the surprise pick of the first round.
And the crowd boos.
The overpick?
Way overpick.
It's the Jets.
Way overpick.
What the Jets do.
What the Jets?
Of course it is, but it's what the Jets do.
The Jets, you know what? This is one of those teams you kind of start feeling sorry for. It doesn't seem like whatever they do, it just doesn't work out. Quarterback, I would say I guess. What do they need? They need somebody that can come in there and change that whole losing culture. They need somebody that can come clean up every aspect of their game. And I don't even think it starts at players for the Jets. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think.
They might draft Ty Simpson, but it won't be in the first round. That's for sure. Damn sure won't be at 16. That the crowd would boo mercilessly the commissioner. They'd be throwing potatoes. There you go. I think the Jets got to replace.
That's what they do.
I hear you.
They make the mistake every year.
Well, that's a pretty big one.
I think different this year.
That's a pretty big one. I think they need to replace Sauce Gardner, who they traded last year. I think they take a cornerback to go after, and they took Arvell Reese at the 2 pick. I think now they go a corner. I think they go McCoy out of Tennessee at corner. Okay.
What's beautiful about this is all recorded. So once we're watching the draft, we can go back and see what we all said. It's recorded. It's recorded. We want to see who's right and who's wrong. At this point, moving right along to pick number 17. The Detroit Lions. Steve, we're going to let you go first this time. Who are the Detroit Lions taking?
Who are the Detroit Lions taking?
Or what do they need?
Coming off a disappointing year for them. See, this is where I'm taking Mekhi Linneman, the USC guy, to match with their wide receiver from USC. Give what's his name, some more weapons. You can have the nice 1-2 wide receiver core.
You mean Jared Goff?
It was way too much put on the wide receiver last year. I got Mekhi Linneman at 17 going to the Lions.
Okay. Yeah, you just disrespected Jared Goff, but it's okay.
He did. He did a little bit.
I do that. I do that at times too.
Wait a second. By giving him more weapons?
No. I'm just talking about you calling him what's his name.
Yeah, well, I mean, until he gets into the Super Bowl, he's gonna be working on that.
He's been to the Super Bowl, but that's okay.
You have to understand, Patrick. I'm still mad with Jared Goff because of that Lions trade. When the Lions traded him, got him from the Rams for Matthew Stafford.
He didn't trade himself.
I had to apologize which I never like doing.
I'm going to respect Jared Goff.
Great trade for the Lions.
Yeah.
The Lions got Goff. What's his name? Will never win a Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
And I had to eat crow.
Yeah, because I told him.
So I'm still bitter.
Let me explain. When that trade happened, as soon as the trade happened with the people that was on the team, and Matthew Stafford went to the team, I said Super Bowl, and Steve went off just like he did. And when we talked at the beginning of the show, when I said that, what if they went after the number one wide receiver? And he was like, oh no. He did that same thing to me when I said that Matthew Stafford going to the Rams, first year, Super Bowl. He told me how crazy I was, what drugs was I taking. He was really disrespectful too.
Oh, I lit into him. I said this is a great trade for the Lions. Goff's going to help lead them to the Super Bowl, blah, 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 blah.
And guess what happened? We all know what happened.
We do. But to get this back on track, Patrick's going to give respect to Jared Goff in the form of, we got to replace Taylor Decker, their left tackle, who asked for his release and was released to the team. We're giving him Caden Proctor out of Alabama to be the left tackle to protect Jared Goff because I respect him and I want him to do well.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Moving on.
I'll take it. Go ahead.
Pick 18. Number 18. The Minnesota Vikings. All right, Patrick. All right, because you Mr. Confident. Let us know, who is the Minnesota Vikings? Who do you think they will be taking?
Well, Minnesota Vikings are going to be my enigma team for 2026. Who are they? We have some quarterback issues with JJ McCarthy and now Kyler Murray, and their defensive calling card. They both had pretty poor play last year from their defensive tackles. I say they draft out of Clemson University the defensive tackle Peter Woods.
Woo! Okay. What makes me laugh about Minnesota is they had Kirk Cousins, and then they had Sam Darnold, right?
That's right.
They went from
let them both
productive with both of them to what you talking about, Willis? With these other guys, I don't understand when there's this much money being involved, why somebody's head didn't roll for this some bad decisions. But
he lost his job.
Okay.
That general manager lost his job.
My goodness, that was what you call a bad call right there, sir. A huge bad call.
Who you got, Steve? Who you got?
Who you got, Steve?
I got the safe pick. I'm taking Colton Hood, cornerback. I think they're going to just focus on defense. That's my prediction, is that they just do a safe pick.
Okay. All right. Moving right along to a team that I know well, and I know Patrick knows well. The Carolina Panthers.
I'm going to go first, Steve, if you don't mind. I'm just going to say it is recorded. I have been consistent since day one, minute one, including during the season, who I wanted the Panthers to draft.
Okay.
And the draft board has fallen the way in which I hope, and the football gods before us for tomorrow night. But the Panthers are going to add a weapon here for Mr. Bryce Young, and we're going to add a tight end. We are desperate for production from the tight end position, and we take the athletic freak Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon to be the tight end for the Carolina Panthers. and give Bryce every opportunity to succeed next year.
Wow.
Hey,
Yes, sir. And me, like I told you guys, I have every respect for Mr. Dan Morgan. He's made very good decisions. He's going to make the right one here also. The right one here.
I agree.
And with Patrick saying it, that this guy is outstanding. See, I want Carolina to have a depth at edge and linebacker. But I understand right now we got to appease our Carolina people out there, and we got to show them what Bryce actually can do. So it's one of those things. It's one of those things. I'm with you on it.
Well, before Steve goes, I just want to add this: whether the Panthers believe in Bryce, don't believe in Bryce, by adding weapons and depth, we're just setting up the team for Bryce to continue to ascend, or if they go a different direction, someone can step in and have a pretty loaded team ready to roll.
I'm glad you said it like that, because most people that don't understand, they keep wanting us to start over again, where we don't excel, or not even excel. What's the word? Progress. Where we're kind of halted in the same little funk. At least the progress. You see it going. You see it moving. And Bryce Young, every year you see it moving. Enough said. Steve, what do you got to say about that?
I'm agreeing with you guys for once. I think tight end is where they need to go, and that tight end from Oregon would make this the smart choice. So if Dan Morgan's as smart as you guys say he is, that's the pick you have to have.
All right. Okay. Now I done heard some rumors of trading and up and stuff like this, but I'm gonna throw that out of my head. That's what we're going with, and now we're gonna move on to pick number 20 to one of Steve's favorite teams. They got their second pick coming. The Dallas Cowboys. Where will the Dallas Cowboys pick? Let's let Patrick. You go ahead, because Steve.
We lost
exactly. Yeah, Steve.
I'm back on the scene. The number 20.
Yes, sir.
Are we talking Dallas Cowboys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do I have to pick this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just you know who I'm wanting to pick, a bust. So think of a good bust pick. I say they go cornerback with Jermod McCoy.
I would agree with Steve. I think they'd take a cornerback here if they're still drafting here. Again, I think they're trading up. Just the name is different for me because I already have McCoy off the board, so I think they go with Colton Hood. But same position, same thought process.
Yeah. It's not with you. They're stupid, so I'm sure they're not going to draft either one. They'll do something stupid, but that would be the smart pick.
At pick 21, moving on to the Pittsburgh Steelers, pick number 21. Let's get it. Where we going with Patrick? Who they taking?
They're going to take the safety out of Toledo. Emmanuel Warren, McNeil Warren. He's really good. He's in the kind of the Troy Polamalu type of player. Pittsburgh needs defensive help. Their offense. Well, they would love a quarterback, but this is too early to draft Ty Simpson, even though he's already off the board and Steve's board 7 picks ago. But they're gonna take the safety out of Toledo. By the way, Pittsburgh has taken players out of Toledo multiple times and done well, including one Antonio Brown. So that's a school they scout.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is that's some pretty big shoes you had to put on that youngster. Polamalu, come on. Hey, that's one of my favorite players. I'm not gonna go into a whole rant about him right now, but that's some big shoes to put on.
Legend.
Big shoes. Steve, what do you think they're gonna do?
Yeah, I'm going in a totally different direction. They need a second wide receiver to go with. So I'm taking Omar Cooper Jr. out of Indiana.
Ooh, that's That's solid. That's kind of solid too. That's kind of solid too.
Pittsburgh traded for
Pittman.
Pittman.
Wide receiver.
Yeah.
But they already traded for Pittman. I don't see them drafting a receiver, and they don't draft receivers in the first round. They draft receivers in the fourth round.
Hey, well, Tomlin's not there anymore.
I was gonna say it's a different regime. Man.
I don't know. Tomlin's not there anymore.
Omar's still the GM, but that's okay. Moving on to the Los Angeles Chargers. Let's go.
Who they picking?
Right. San Diego Superchargers.
Who the Chargers picking?
Who the Chargers picking? I'm gonna go offensive lineman. This is a hard name to even say. Olamide Vega Ioni.
Yep, out of Penn State.
Offensive guard. I think they gotta definitely protect Herbert.
Okay.
This is a hardball team. He's all about running the ball. Offensive line.
All right. Patrick, do you agree or you got somebody else?
Do not agree at all. They brought back Khalil Mack once again. He's got to be getting toward the end. I think they're going to bring in someone to go behind him to learn from him, and they're going to take T.J. Parker out of Clemson.
Ooh, you heard it here first. Blow the Whistle Sports. Moving right on to pick number 23. Philadelphia Eagles on the clock. Who are they taking? Steve.
Okay, now if Cooper does not get taken at 21, he'll definitely be taken at 23 by the Eagles.
Okay.
But if he is taken, then I'm going to go down defensive route. They're going to take Chris Johnson out of San Diego State, cornerback.
Okay. And Patrick, who do you think they're going to take?
Well, I think they got to start thinking about replacing Lane Johnson at offensive tackle. So I think they're going to draft Monroe Freeling out of Georgia. Lane Johnson's had a great career, but injuries are starting to catch up with him. He missed a lot of time last year. I think they draft to refortify the offensive line.
Okay, perfect. Moving on to pick number 24. The Cleveland Browns are back on the clock. Who are they going to take, Patrick?
They're gonna because they drafted a receiver. Now they need to protect Shador / Deshaun / Gabriel, and they're gonna draft the redshirt sophomore out of Utah, Caleb Lemieux, who often let's see. I'm reading here. One of the things that was written about him is that had he stayed in college for his junior year, he'd probably be the number one lineman off the board.
Wow.
So he's a sophomore. But redshirt sophomore, but I think they bring him in to anchor the blind side for whomever it is going to quarterback this team.
Steve, do you agree or disagree?
I'm going defense too, but I'm taking Keldrick Falk I think they want to get some more help for our defensive player of the year, Garrett. This guy's a beast at the edge.
Okay.
Have a nice one too. It's the Browns. They need everything.
Okay, moving on to pick number 25. The Bears. Who they taking, Patrick?
They're going to draft the guy who's in the national championship game, defensive end out of Miami, Akeem Mesidor. They're going to continue to solidify that defense so that Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams have a chance to advance deeper into the playoffs.
Steve, do you agree or disagree?
No, because they trade away DJ Moore. They need to get a receiver to replace him. I'm taking Casey Concepcion, wide receiver from Texas A&M.
I can't wait.
Caleb Williams needs weapons.
Can't wait. We're not gonna find. Can't wait till tomorrow when the draft comes on, and we can find out whether our guys are right or whether they were wrong.
But they traded DJ Moore because they had the guy that they took in last year's draft behind him, who they think is going to step in. The Bears won't draft a receiver. Take it to the bank.
Okay. Moving on. Pick number 26. The team that I alone picked to win the Super Bowl if they don't get any injuries, the Buffalo Bills. Who are they going to pick, Steve?
Caleb Lemieux, offensive tackle from Utah. He falls down to them.
Uh-oh.
I didn't have him going as high. In fact, you did in the offensive line.
Patrick, who do you think they're going to take?
Well, my first question would be, do you know who had the least amount of sacks in the NFL last year?
No.
The Buffalo Bills. So they go to defensive line and they go Keldrick Falk.
Okay. Now moving on to pick number 27. Bang Bang Niner Gang. Who they taking?
Thank you, E40. Thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna tell. I know you guys are gonna pick who you're gonna pick. The 49ers have to be going wide receiver. Am I right, Patrick?
I agree, 100%.
So who they take?
I think they take Denzel Boston out of Washington, who's big, strong, physical receiver who can learn the ins and outs of the game from Mike Evans, who they just brought in. I think that's a perfect fit and a perfect opportunity to groom Denzel to be a great player.
Okay. Steve, who do you think they're taking?
Okay. That'd be a good pick if they trade down, but if they keep their pick, I'm seeing they're going to go offensive tackle as well. I'm looking at Blake Miller.
Wow.
From Clemson.
49ers are in dire need of a wide receiver. I have to say wide receiver. Have to be wide receiver. Now moving on to pick number 28. Go ahead.
Keep in mind, too, the 49ers are a smart organization. They're not going to trade. They're not going to take somebody not at value. Denzel Boston, he's not a first-round pick. So they can trade down and get him in the second round. He's not a first-round pick.
Denzel Boston's drafted in the first round without hesitation.
So circle this down, guys. Circle this.
Okay.
Denzel Boston will not go in the first round.
Ooh, that's some big words right there. Moving on to pick number 28. Texans. Who are they going to take, Steve?
The Houston Texans. Defensive tackle, Caden McDonald.
Okay. Patrick, do you agree?
That defensive side of the ball.
I mean, I agree that they're going to go, in the trenches. I think it might be on the offensive side. I think they need a guard, so I think they're going to take Chase Bistonis. But I wouldn't be surprised to see them take a defensive tackle.
Wow. So I guess I'm wrong again with the they need a wide receiver also. Those guys were hurt.
Actually, I think they do. I think they had a lot of guys coming. There had a lot of guys that were injured last year. Right. No, you're still there, Steve.
And they'll get wide receiver help later in the draft.
Okay.
I think for them they need trenches. They need dudes in those trenches for them to take the next step.
Okay. Pick number 29. Moving on. Kansas City's back on the clock. Who are they going to take, Patrick?
They're going to take a cornerback to replace one of their two departed cornerbacks, and they're going to take the cornerback out of Clemson, Avion Terrell.
Okay. Steve, do you agree or disagree, or who else are they going to take?
I'll go with that. I think Casey, that's a safe pick.
Okay. That doesn't happen where it goes that fast. Now moving on to pick number 30. The Miami Dolphins. Who are they going to take, Steve?
The Miami Dolphins. They need so much help on offense. I'm going to take tight end, Eli Stores. They're going to try to give the new quarterback some help on offense.
They're rebuilding. They need to go to the surplus store and get a lot of stuff out of the store. Who do you think they're taking, Patrick?
That's available tight end.
They're going to take an offensive lineman. They're going to take interior lineman Emmanuel Paragon from Oregon University.
So that new quarterback don't get blown up?
So he doesn't, yes, because, we all know the best way to mess up a quarterback is to put people at his feet. So we're going to make sure we shore up the interior and so that Malik can step up and throw.
Okay, now moving on to pick 31. The New England Patriots on the clock. Who they taking, Steve?
Defensive I'm going to go R. Mason Thomas, edge rusher,
Mm,
Oklahoma.
okay. Patrick, do you agree or are you taking somebody else?
I think they got exposed a little bit on their offensive line in the Super Bowl. I think they're going to bring in Max Ilinchenior from Arizona State. This is an interesting trade because in the draft, because there's a lot of rumors and speculation that AJ Brown will be traded to the Patriots on a post June 1 deal. So I think they need to improve their offensive line because you don't make that trade unless you got a way to make sure you get the ball out and get it to them.
Okay. Moving on to the last pick of the draft. Our Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks. Patrick, who are they taking?
Well, I'm going to caveat this with saying I don't think they draft here. I think they trade back, and I think they trade out of the first round. I think this is a space where you might see someone trade back into the first round for Ty Simpson to get the 5th-year option on a quarterback. So I think this would be a natural spot for Seattle to trade out of. Giving that, if they stay in this spot, I think they take the running back out of Notre Dame, the backup to Jeremiah Love, and his name is Jadarian Price. And because I think they need to replace some of that productivity from Kenneth Walker.
Oh, you know what? Why did I drew a blank right there. That's Kansas City. They revamped. They finally got some good running back help out back there. Yeah. Somebody to take off the pressure. Steve, you're back just in time for the last pick of the draft.
I'm gonna close it out, guys. I'm gonna close it out. I think I was hearing you guys say they're going to trade out of the first round.
Yes, sir.
Was that what I was hearing?
Yes.
Yep.
I think they'll trade out, Steve, and I think this is where you might see Ty Simpson go.
Yeah. This is a lock because they only got four picks. They got to add capital, so I'm not going to waste my time saying they're going to pick somebody because they're going to trade down. Okay. Now, Ty Simpson, well, he could. I mean, if Ty Simpson doesn't go 17. He will go to whoever drafts 32.
Yeah,
I'll agree to that.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, it's the Jets. You have way too much faith in the Jets. I didn't say it was a good pick. I said it's the Jets.
I'm just saying I don't think that's going to happen.
Hey, everything will be laid to rest tomorrow when we find out.
What's his name now? Mm-hmm. Who was that quarterback for the Jets? They drafted number 2 a couple years ago.
Geno Smith is the quarterback for the Jets
from BYU.
Oh, Zach Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. They drafted him number 2.
He had a great pro day.
Nobody thought that was a good pick.
Hey, well, there it is.
Zach Wilson's like, yeah.
You guys have heard our draft preview of this new draft coming tomorrow, and we can see if everything will come to fruition. That will Patrick's picks be right, or will Steve's picks be right? Will a monkey wrench get thrown in there, and off the wall, my picks be right? We'll all see tomorrow. Everything comes and makes sense tomorrow. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you, Steve, for calling in. Thank you, Patrick, for being with us.
Of course.
And
of course.
Hey, I can't wait for this draft. We'll see y'all. Please like, subscribe, share, hit that like button, and hit the subscribe button. All that's for free. And you get to see us every week, Wednesday and Monday. Blow the Whistle Sports. We'll see you guys. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week and a wonderful draft day tomorrow. Peace.
Goodbye, everybody.